walking in slow motion, broski.
Yeah.
First of all, that's not the way that Sonic runs. It's just a demonstration of how I could go fast like Sonic. Okay, so today is Valentine's Day. If you're probably watching this, that's a couple days later from when I uploaded this video. Well, today now is Valentine's Day, the 14th of February, and it's also the day that Sonic the Hedgehog lands in theaters everywhere. And it's finally arrived after the disgusting first draft at the Sonic design, at the first trailer back in the end of April, and that was not the design we were looking for.
Look at this! I took 9 million steps today.
And then about 10 months later, we finally have the Sonic design we were looking for.
How are you not dead? I have no idea!
Sonic first draft, if you're watching this, you're not getting your chance in the movie theater. Not this time.
Oh, come on.
So, this is why I'm gonna do a before and after vlog right here on my YouTube channel, saying what I thought about the two Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailers and what I thought about the movie itself right when I walk out of the movie theater. So, let's get right down to business, shall we? I gotta go fast. So, behind me is my videographer, aka my broski.
Hey guys, what's up?
And yeah, he's here to record everything I say and everything I do here and there. So, broski, ask me any question related to Sonic the Hedgehog.
When was the last time you played Sonic?
The last time I played Sonic was probably when I was 8, when I played Mario and Sonic on the Wii. And then about a decade later, I still play Sonic Dash on my iPhone. I played a couple rounds of it just to help me get prepared for the release of the new movie. And yeah, that's what I liked about Sonic. That's the last time I played the game as well.
Okay, what was wrong with the first animation?
The first draft, that's what they say. Well, basically, as soon as the first trailer dropped back at the end of April last year in 2019, when I reacted to it, I kind of had mixed reviews. At first, I thought I liked the first draft on the Sonic character, and then I decided I didn't like it that much. It's because there are a few reasons why there was this backlash against the first draft on the Sonic character. First off, I'm going to start with the hands. One thing I didn't notice in that trailer is because that Sonic didn't have any gloves on him. It's just white furred hands, because this was not the Sonic we were looking for. Sonic has gloves, and the first draft didn't have any gloves. And the facial features, it looked disgusting. That's why the Sonic character, the first draft on Sonic, became the internet's favorite meme. And that's why the design looked awful, all except Jim Carrey's take on Ivo Robotnik.
Dr. Robotnik.
Robotnik.
I'm going to give you 5 seconds to tell me where it is.
Wait, don't hurt him!
And probably the visual effects that Paramount and SEGA have used. That was why Paramount and SEGA, they had to change the release date to today, Valentine's Day 2020. And as they say in the studio, it was back to the drawing board. And about 8 months later, in the new trailer back in November 2019, we had the design we were looking for, the final design. And it was very similar to the Sonic character that we see on Xbox, Wii, on mobile devices, you name it. So, the first draft, it's very awful. The freaking facial features and the teeth and whatnot. And the final design, I'm giving this one a thumbs up. And first draft, a thumbs down. So yeah, that's what I thought about the first draft. So me and Broski, we've just looked back at the first trailer from back at the end of April with the first draft design on Sonic, and we each talked about our own opinions of what we thought about it, and I think we should start the conversation. So, Broski, what do you think of the first draft of the Sonic character?
I mean, I think it was pretty cool. I think, obviously, yeah, there's some errors that needed to be fixed, but, I mean, like, I would have been happy to see that movie.
Me neither. If if that first draft was in theaters right now, somewhere back in November 2019, it would have been like a less than 10% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and would have been probably Ben Schwartz's worst voice acting movie ever. And in hindsight, I think we're glad that they went back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
And that's why now it has about 70% on Rotten Tomatoes. So that's a pretty good score. And there's one thing I missed out back at the table. One thing that I didn't like about the first draft of Sonic was probably the size of his sneakers, like trainers. Thank you, Bosque. And the trainers, they were just not the right size, and until they started adjusting the size of the sneakers, and like the size of them, it almost looks like Nike or Puma sort of trainers, like you use for athletics and running in the Olympics. And yeah, from back at the final draft with the first the new trailer from back in November, I think they have all the features of Sonic that they were looking for, just like in SEGA. And that's the company who created Sonic. What can I say? I'm glad that they went back to the drawing board, and it has a good Rotten Tomatoes percentage. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to go and see this film because of Sonic and because of the effort and work that Paramount and SEGA have put into the character itself. And also because of Jim Carrey, because he's hilarious and he's proud to be Canadian, and so am I. Let's do a sliding effect. Again, I gotta go fast and not miss my bus. Well, at least I didn't take the bus to wherever I'm going to see the movie, but I am stuck with a red raincoat, and this is probably Ivo Robotnik's type of color that he uses for evil. And yet, Storm Dennis has taken over England and Ireland, and if only Ivo Egghead Robotnik were here to enjoy it, but I think we better get out of this rain and head indoors. And we made it indoors to the cinema, and I really have to get those tickets sorted out. I'll go get the tickets in the meantime, have a look at what I've done on Snapchat with the Sonic the Hedgehog movie filter. Sonic.
Have you ever felt so alive? Yippee-ki-yay!
Team Sonic Racing on the Xbox. That's a pretty good start before you go see the movie. So I've made it to the screen where they're showcasing Sonic, but I'm not allowed to film myself reacting to the movie itself because of theater and copyright reasons, but I'll catch up with you guys on the way out, and I hope this movie looks good. Okay, so that was 2 hours later, and yes, I loved that movie, Sonic the Hedgehog, and I feel like that Paramount and SEGA should definitely make a number 2 in the future, maybe like 2 to 3 years later from now. So, yes, a massive shout out to Paramount for making us laugh and love Sonic for all these years, I suppose. So now I'm back from the cinema, and I still can't get Sonic the Hedgehog out of my head because of the humor and the storyline and the voice of Ben Schwartz. I think he did an amazing job playing Sonic and bringing that awesome video game character to life. And as soon as I walked out of the theater with a big smile on my face, I tweeted on my Twitter page, if you want to follow me on there, link in description. I tweeted, hashtag Sonic movie was so ... I'm running out of words after this sentence ... awesome and hilarious. At Jim Carrey, Canadian, was hilarious and the story was great. Thumbs up emoji. And then I also tweeted, but stay in your seats, an airplane seat emoji. After the movie, for something cool, bracket, but I won't spoil it for those who haven't seen it yet, close bracket, ... And yeah, there is something cool at the end, but you might want to stay in your seats for that. But I'm not going to spoil it for you, as some of you who are watching right now haven't even seen the movie yet. According to Grace Randolph's review on the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, check it.
What personally makes this movie work is Sonic himself. loved Sonic. From the fixed animation, totally worth the delayed release date. One of the greatest decisions of all time in Hollywood.
And you know what, Grace? I would have said so myself. I think Sonic was a really great character to look at. From being the famous video game character from SEGA to making his big screen debut. So, yeah, I would have said so myself. And I think that wraps up today's video for Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Again, Ben Schwartz, you've done an amazing job bringing this character to life. The voice was amazing, and I don't even know what I'm going to say now, but I think Storm Dennis is going to take out all the power in England. So I might want to turn off the electricity before Dennis the Menace brings the lightning down on us, but I don't think that's going to be necessary because it's just wind and rain. Anyways, if you like what you just seen, and if you're planning on going to see the new Sonic movie, be sure to write your own thoughts down below. No spoilers. Subscribe today for new videos and turn on the notifications as you do so. And you can follow me on my socials, just like I said, Twitter and Instagram. Links are in the description box. Thanks for watching with me, and Sonic the Hedgehog is in cinemas now. And I'm really hoping they do a sequel for that movie in a few years' time from now. And here comes the broski to end the vlog with me.
What's up, guys?
I'm about to end right now, so again, we gotta go fast and see Sonic the Hedgehog in cinemas now.
Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, hope you enjoy it by the time you go into the movie theater. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye. Oh, P.S. I forgot to mention at the end of this vlog that if any of you like Sonic the Hedgehog and any of the video games on Xbox, Wii, on mobile devices, you name it, then be sure to get your own copy of Mario and Sonic at the Olympics 2020 from Tokyo, Japan, and it's going to take place in the summertime, the actual Olympics itself, so be sure to hit the video game stores and pick one up. Okay,